You know what I do? Sometimes I just get hit by having the best idea ever. Well, what I think is the best idea ever. Actually, what happened was I poured a lot of water on the floor and I was cleaning it up, but and that made me think. I was like, wait, I feel like I could totally. I have a song, my first song I ever put out called "We're Going to Mars," and so I was sort of sitting here. I was like, wait, I feel like I could totally freestyle like a better version of like "We're Going to Mars." Like, I like all of the placements with that I did, but I guess what I mean is like vocally, like I think it's pretty good. But I was like, wait, I think if I were gonna write it right now, I would like add verses to it, like more, and leave what I currently have as just the chorus, like split up in a way, or something like that. So I was like, oh, like because I could do that, you know what else I could do? I could technically just screen record the actual song I have and then add new verses to it and come out with more versions of it. So now I'm like, wait, I could have favorite songs of my own songs, and then I could literally just add verses to them and continue to come out with more and more versions, either adding things or taking things out from songs I already have out. Because I have an album I was working on that I already have some out where I was like combining, like it'll be like a mashup of like two songs that I put out. I already experimented with that, and those were going well. So I was like, I could like do that and then put out as many versions of like my favorite song of my own song. If there's one part that like I wish I would have done differently, well, I can just add a new version of that song. And then like my updated new self, I can just like as I grow as a person, like I could be like, I'm not gonna like delete the old one, obviously, because that's like a time capsule. So important. But like, okay, if I feel like what if my song, if I wanted to do a performance of it, what if this version is like a little cringe though? But like I thought it was so the vibe at the time. Like it totally was. Why was it? I don't know, but it totally was at the time. Well, the problem is, what if I would do a totally different version of this now? Or what if I would do the same lyrics with different vocals? Well, I can just put out multiple versions of the same song where I can just add a verse or add a chorus or add a bridge or whatever, or take something out, whatever I want to take out. And then when I publish that version of it, then there's multiple versions of the same song. So I feel like then more people will be able to get it, the song itself, because sometimes the essence of the song is like, this is such a strong idea. I can't possibly only do it one way. Nobody's gonna relate to this version, but this version is like incredible. I have to put this version out. Well, what if I just redo it with the version, like, not redo it like take one away, like a song that's already out at all, but like, what if I like put this song out again, but I add the part that makes more people relate to it? And then if I wanted to do a performance of it, like live someday, then I don't have to do the version of it that I grow to hate. I can just combine the part that I love of what it used to be with the new part. So then it'll still feel like something that like speaks to me and holds like a combined weird memory. It's like a Frankenstein one. Why do I not do some styles of singing more often, but I gravitate towards other ones? Wait, I'm gonna get my drink really quick. I think it's funny, right? Because anytime somebody's singing, like people can pay attention to like your style of singing, but I think they mostly assume that it's because it's all that you can do, or it's the only kind of singing that you know how to do, or I don't know. I don't know why people assume or don't about ways that people sing, but I think part of why I gravitate a lot right now away from like talk singing, for example. I was just thinking about like, you know this song I don't know if I could sing it the right way, like with the original, because I feel like my voice is like kind of different than that. But like, you know the song? I think it was like a TikTok like clip. I don't really know the whole song, but you know where it's like, I'm right where you left me, like that song. I don't know how the original is. It's like, I'm right where you left me, or something. I don't know. I don't know how to sing it. It doesn't sound, if I were to sing it the original way, it would literally sound like that, like not that good, because they just have a different voice. But different ways you could sing like the same words. The reason why I don't really like talk singing is like, it would be like, I'm right where you left me. Or like if you, like the more you change like the vocal placements of it, I want to see like what it would be like. It would just be like, I'm right where you left me, like that. Or I don't even know if that was technically talk singing, like just the more talking voice of it, right? But if I wanted to sing it like other ways, I feel like I would be more inclined to do that. Like, wait. I'm right where you left me. I'm right where you left me. I think for me, I love to, when I'm singing, the reason why I feel like talk singing sounds kind of bitchy when I do it, which is great when that's what you want, when that's what I want to use it for. But I feel like with a song like that, I think about every word, and I think about every sound, down to like, okay, which letters do I want to make more drawn out? And like, when you think about emotion, I'm not thinking of like category of emotion, like, oh, heartbreaking sound, like, or do I want it to be just like, there's so many different types of like a heartbreak feeling that you can like convey, and there's so many types of like reasons you could feel that way, and like energy you could be confronted by to feel that way, and like what is the exact moment. So I try to turn the exact moment into like the literal pronunciation of every word, and which letters and I guess syllables or whatever, like which parts of the words do I want to draw out, which words do I want to repeat, how many times do I want to repeat the words, and then like, you know, how many different kinds of ways can I sing the exact like phrase, right? So it doesn't convey the same emotion as what I just did to be like, wait. I really have to like forget about the video for a second. I don't know, because normally it's just on Snapchat where it's not like, okay, I know this is going out to the world. I actually pretend when I want to get the right take. I'm really like a first take type person, unless my voice is like really like terrible in the first take. Even if there's like crickets in the background or cicadas or whatever, I'm literally like still like, well, then I can't choose that part. If it's not like actual like music that someone's like playing in the background or something, like at the park, then that's different. But like, okay, like I think about, I really do break it down for each word. I'm like, okay, so if the first word is I'm, well, what are the different ways you would want to like represent yourself if you're speaking to somebody, and what are the different types of like, I guess, people you could be talking to and relationships you could have with them, and what are all of the different, like, you really want to start in a way that like, well, there's different ways you can do it, right? Do you want to start emotionally in a way that's sort of like the underdog, like something that is barely noticed, or do you want to start like you're confronting somebody, like what are the different contexts you could have to confront them about? Are you in the right to want to confront them? Or are you in the wrong to want to confront them, but you're still going to do it anyways? Are you insecure about the fact that you're right where they left you for whatever reason, and like you don't want them to find out, but they're going to find out anyways, so now you have to say it? Or is it going to be like, am I proud about my strength to still be where you left me? Or am I, like, there's so many different things, right? And like, you know, what type of relationship is it? There's so many different, like, I don't know, ways to convey the emotion. So I really do sort of give an identity to each word of like, or each syllable or each part that I want to do, like with my voice, or like each word is a person with the capacity to be like so separate from each other, but convey meaning with every single one. So vocally, I try to be mindful of like not only the exact pronunciation. Obviously, if you're singing like a cover, like you probably can't like change the words, assuming those are the rules, right? Like some people do different things, but normally the rules are like you can't change the words, but you can. Well, I like to do covers where I change like the vocal placements and the style of singing and type of singing. So, yeah. I'm just gonna try some different ways to show you guys, but it feels very on the spot. Okay, you could, like, with the same phrase though, like, I don't know why it feels so on the spot. I'm like, I sing every day. So why is this style of video like more triggering, I guess? Because like it doesn't bother me that like I sing all the time. Yeah. And put it online. You left me where you left me, where you left me. But see how that's so different? That's a little bit more, like, I wanted to start with more of like a, oh, is this sort of like, at the very start, like, is it flirtatious, but you're still holding them accountable, but you still have the power and the dynamic, and then it shifts more into like, well, now that I've baited you into thinking I was the one who already had the power, like now I definitely do, so I can start to express more anger and holding you accountable in the style of singing as I continue. And then I was like, oh, this is fun, I'm just gonna keep going. Yeah. So there's, you want to think about the power dynamic and also realistic ways that people might want to also reclaim something that maybe the character that you're acting as. Singing is also acting because you have to convey emotion. It's just a different kind of acting because it's not like, oh, you can tell for sure that I'm this character right now or that you're already clued in on, but it's like you're still playing into the perspective. Even if it's your own perspective, you play into the perspective of like, whoa, like, I don't know, what emotion do I really want to convey with the other imaginary person, because clearly you're supposed to be like talking to somebody, right? So I try to put my energy in the right places. Of course, there's way more like vulnerable or heartbreaking ways to sing those words, but I don't know which ones I'm gonna do. Because like even in the concept of acting, when you show people a certain side of yourself, like a little bit of the energy sort of lingers around you. So what I've kind of learned is that while you want to say the bold thing or express what matters to you, a little bit of like the little chipped off identity of yourself that you chose to express that day stays with you. And so while you can play into a character, you can't really play into any character without turning a little piece of yourself into that character. So even when you want to do something vulnerable, you don't always want to give yourself to the world in ways that feel like they go too far for you. Like how, you know, not everybody wants to be seen on screen as every character, because then they are turning a tiny piece of themselves into that character that then they don't feel in control of when other people are perceiving it. But like singing is like you assigned yourself some kind of role. And since I'm already changing up the placements and I'm not doing a real cover, if I wanted to change the words, then it would also change the way of, I feel like I'm a very like freestyle singing type person, but I can also write down lyrics and make it work. But a lot of my songs, it's too vulnerable to say that, oh gosh. A lot of my songs, I sort of would like think on the spot of words while I'm already recording, and then the first take is the one that I would actually put out. But you guys won't be able to tell which songs, because sometimes I listen to it back and I can't even tell, oh, which words did I just like freestyle and throw in there, or which words did I like write down first. So yeah. How would I, if I wanted to add words, I don't know if I can do that right now, but like I could try. I think I'll start with probably like just those words, and then I don't know the words of the original song, so if I accidentally do the words of the original song, then I was just psychic and I didn't know, but I probably won't. Because I don't think I've ever heard it when it was not a TikTok song. See, I already didn't like that part. I liked the start, but then I did not like how I already messed up. Okay. I didn't like the shift of like emotion that way. I liked doing each word kind of split up more though. I'm right, where are you? No, I already didn't like that. Finding the flow that feels like comfortable to you is hard too. And then variety between different songs. Sometimes I feel like they all sound the same, or, you know, do I sound like I'm just reading this big paragraph of words that I wrote, but the words are so important, what am I gonna do? So trying to find, like, I don't even think I always get that right. I think I get that wrong most of the time, but I still put it out there because I'm passionate and I care about myself. And if that means that I'm documenting myself getting better, then, and that's like vulnerable, and that's fine, because what is the audience going to judge that? Have they ever put out a song before? Is the audience valid to judge that? Because of course they're going to judge it, but like, what are their qualifications to decide that me being vulnerable in front of them, even if it means messing something up, is wrong? Have they ever done exactly what I'm doing? It's sort of, I try to, in like, some people are like, oh, imagine the audience in their underwear. That's like so sexual. Why is the audience in their underwear? Like, are they okay? Like, oh, no, it's like the audience is like way too sexual for this then. Why did they not even bring clothing? Like, are they fine? Like, is the audience like choosing to be there? Like, what's going on? Like, that's scary. Because I'm assuming they're not there by their own free will if they're just sitting there like in what would be like, people think of that to make the audience like disempowered, but why did you want to think about complete strangers that way? And it sounds so without their consent if you're the one who's like more important because the audience is just forced to be there in your imagination with like only their underwear on. That's like weird, right? I'm so not trying to like, I guess, think about complete strangers that way for no reason. Like, not that it's wrong too, but like I think of people weirdly when they say that that's what they do. Because you wanted to like make complete strangers like sexual without their consent so you could be more important than them for no reason. And that was like a pattern you were in so often that the first thing you wanted to expose about yourself, like subconsciously, was that. That's extreme, right? Like, I think that's kind of extreme. So, yeah. I think that goes pretty far to me. I'm like, okay, you're a little weird for wanting the audience to feel embarrassed about themselves for no reason, right? I don't know. I think that goes pretty far into like some weird stuff, so yeah. I want to see, I don't know if I could like freestyle words with it, but I have to be in the right like mindset or not have this style of video, because like I swear if I went on like Snapchat and did it, like it would be fine, you know. I'm right where you left me, you left me. I'm right where you left me. I'm right where you left me, you left me. I'm right where you left me. I'm right where you left me, where you left me. I'm right where you left me, left me. I'm right where you left me, where you left me. I don't feel like I can freestyle words with it. That would actually be what I want, though. I feel like I'm just getting tired of the original lyrics because they're actually kind of boring. I think the energy of the original song is so, it might be kind of Christian, but I don't know. I'm not saying it definitely is. A lot of people's songs are, but like not that it is like a like made to be. I just mean like when people write lyrics, like their actual spirituality is like in it. So if you wanted to continue the lyrics, it's like you're almost pulling from like the similar energy. So it's actually kind of hard to do that one. Also, I need like inspiration. Like sometimes I look at things around the room to try to like, but there's, what am I gonna like? I'm right where you left me in the orange field. See, now I don't know about orange fields. I don't know if they're like trees. I think they are. By the orange trees, by the cemetery, by the orange trees, I'm right where you left me. Like, that was kind of fun. Is it amazing? I don't know. Not really. Which is why that's not a whole entire song. Technically, my version would be like the original writer. You can't say I'm right where you left me and actually have it copyrighted, I don't think. I think only because unless they have to have like the exact same notes and try to make it sound like you, and it was definitely inspired by you, because common phrases, you can't have it be fully copyrighted and be the owner of it, because then they would be the owner of every single time a person walking around said the phrase, I'm right where you left me. It's kind of like how Dua Lipa does not own the word levitation, because then she would just be like making money off of you and sue it. Like basically, if she could like sue you if you just randomly said the word levitation. But if you copied her exact style of singing, her exact vocal placements, and you just said like I'm levitating or whatever in your song, but you did it the amount of times she does and stuff, then she could like sue you if she wanted to. But if you were the smaller artist, she would look really greedy for trying to sue you over it. But yeah, like our world is still really weird when it comes to copyright and stuff. So it doesn't make sense. So I don't know. But yeah, imagine how like if you said I'm levitating and Dua Lipa tries to sue you. That would be pretty extreme, right? She would look really greedy unless you're the bigger artist times like 100. So. But if you said it in the past and then you someday become the bigger artist and she decided to sue you on the grounds that that was what you used to become the bigger artist than her, it would be some weird thing where she would probably win. I don't know. So good luck, whoever sees this, but I don't know.
By the orange trees, by the cemetery, by the orange trees, by the cemetery, by the orange trees, by the cemetery. Right where you left me, where you left me, and right 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 where you left me, where you left me, and right where you left me, where you left me, where you left me. That I saw the signs with you, that I saw with someone else with you. Oh no. If I regret to say, I've made all these gravestones my friends with you, runs with you. I'm right where you left me, and right where you left me, right where you left me, where you...
I don't know how I would do talk singing with that, but I'm right where you left me. 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 That's terrible. I'm right where you left me. See, it's so like accusatory, I don't know. Which I think I like over the part where my voice was definitely like extremely bitchy sounding when I would do talk singing. I feel like I gravitated away from that, but that doesn't mean that I sound like I have all of the options vocally when I do talk singing. Like I don't know. I don't know. Like I just feel like I could probably really practice talk singing. Because I'm putting out songs all the time, I felt like if I really went into talk singing and did that so much, all of my songs would sound the same for a very long time until I learn other ways to do it. Because I wasn't going to wait 6 months or 8 months of practicing every single day before I put out another song. So, I feel like I could sit here and practice it, but I'm right. No, I hate that. See, it's so like I'm right. No, that's not even talk singing. That's just another level. It's not like, you know. I'm right. No, how do I even, what is my normal vocal placement for talking? My talk singing vocal placement is still lower than my talking voice. I feel like I keep my talking voice like in the middle. So, I have a lot to figure out if I wanted to do it as talk singing, sound authentically as myself, and then not hate it. So, a lot of people can do that. Honestly, even normal projecting, like singing, I feel like is super hard for me to feel like good or confident about it because it sounds basic and like I'm not trying. So, I don't know. That's why I like gravitate towards the really weirdly insecure way that I sing, but it actually does sound good and it sounds like I invented this style or something. Well, actually, maybe I didn't. Maybe I just heard it somewhere. But like the exact like ways that I've off. But like I was saying, the exact ways that I feel like I evolved my own singing voice. I feel like I invented like the changes within myself, but it's definitely like inspired by other things I've heard. I just don't know from where, but like yeah, just in general. I have no idea why I'm fun with like putting out this video, but I am. It's going out there, so I don't know. But I love you guys. Bye.